True or false? In healthcare, brand loyalty starts before the first appointment.
True. Definitely true. In healthcare, and in particular healthcare financial management, it is very much a relationship-based industry. Reputation has to come first. So before you're encountering the brand, it needs to be that the people who are operating the company you're marketing have built a strong reputation in their industry, because otherwise you have a much higher climb in establishing the quality of that brand.
What's one marketing trend you're loving, and one you think is overhyped?
I am loving the explosion of creativity that's made possible by generative AIs and new AI tools. What people with creative minds can do just directly with conversationally interacting with these generators is phenomenal. And watching people let their creativity shine is really sweet. What I'm not super excited about is where it just becomes AI slop or AI laziness. We're going to let AI handle this and generate something for us, in particular when that's actual content, not just images that would accompany that content or other creative ways to use generators. I would say if you're letting generators create your content, you don't have content worth sharing.
How do you balance brand storytelling with compliance in a regulated industry like healthcare?
I don't often find much of a conflict between compliance and brand storytelling. Maybe occasionally what you have is a situation where, because of compliance, the name of the client you're trying to share a case study of can't be shared. The easy fallback on that is to sort of profile them. They are a $2 billion health system, maybe a university health system in the Northeast, serving this population. I mean, that's close enough for your target audience to identify that's a story I should be paying attention to.
What's the biggest myth about healthcare marketing you'd love to debunk?
The biggest myth about healthcare marketing I'd love to debunk is that it has to feel like business-to-business marketing. Super buttoned up and very on the point and kind of devoid of personality. I have found throughout my career that bringing humor and personality, maybe some disruptiveness, is more effective than just following that B2B button-up line. As you think about what companies like auto insurance companies have achieved in the B2C sector, they use humor all the time. And we relate to Allstate, we relate to State Farm because of the personalities and humor that they use in an industry that's otherwise quite dry and even arguably something that you would only be talking about in the most emotionally difficult moments of your life. I mean, that's a significant difference in energy. So I would just like to see more companies in B2B sectors employing the tactics of the B2C sectors.
If you could fast forward one marketing initiative at Trend, what would it be and why?
The initiative that I'm always looking to fast forward is the initiative of getting Trend's impact case studies out into the marketplace, of creating visibility for the real impact that they're making for their clients and for the industry as a whole. There's so much story to tell there, I just feel like I can't get ahead of all of it.
What's a common misconception about payment integrity in healthcare that you believe needs to be addressed?
The common misconception in payment integrity is exactly the misconception that Trend is addressing, which is that it is a zero-sum game, that it is us versus them, that it has to be adversarial. I think that's the fiction that if we can find a way to look beyond, we'll see a new ground that we could stand on, which is a common ground between payers and providers, where we work in a collaborative, transparent way to achieve better outcomes in healthcare financial management.